The fall of Bismarck and the end of the system. The young emperor undoes the work of a genius. Hi, this is Soldier Petr. Last time I showed you how Bismarck built a perfect system of alliances. Today, I'll tell you how one young, arrogant emperor destroyed it within a few months, thus laying the groundwork for the war I would later fight in. 5. On June 16, 1888, Wilhelm II ascends to the throne. He is 29 years old, educated, intelligent, but also unpredictable and conceited. Bismarck raised him, but Wilhelm has his own ideas about how to rule. "I want to be my own chancellor," declares the young emperor. Bismarck, who is 75, sees a problem. Decades of building can be destroyed in an instant by an inexperienced young man. The conflict begins over internal politics, the issue of socialists. But the core is elsewhere. William wants a personal regime. He wants to make decisions himself. Bismarck is used to ruling for 30 years. Two alpha males in one cage. March 1890. Dramatic scene. William X enters Bismarck's office and finds the Russian ambassador Shuvalov there. "How dare you negotiate without my knowledge?" the emperor shouts. Bismarck calmly replies, "Your Majesty, I have been conducting foreign policy for 30 years. I know what I'm doing." But Wilhelm is determined. On March 18, 1890, he demands Bismarck's resignation. The Iron Chancellor steps down. A famous cartoon appears in the newspapers. Bismarck, depicted as a ship's pilot, leaves the vessel while the inexperienced Captain Wilhelm shouts, "I can handle it myself now." All of Europe is in shock. I remember my commander saying, "Guys, something just changed. I don't know what, but something big." And he was right. William II immediately begins to disrupt Bismarck's work. First victim, the security agreement with Russia. The emperor does not renew it, because it is incompatible with our alliance with Austria. That was a disaster. Russia suddenly feels abandoned. Tsar Alexander III turns to France. The French can't believe their luck. At last, they have a chance to break out of isolation. August 1891. French warships visit the Russian port of Kronstadt. The French Marseillaise and the Russian anthem play simultaneously. The beginning of the end of Bismarck's isolation of France. Meanwhile, Wilhelm declares full speed ahead. He wants a place in the sun for Germany. But he doesn't understand that Bismarck's caution was not weakness. It was wisdom. 1894. France and Russia form a military alliance. Bismarck's nightmare becomes reality. Germany is encircled. France to the west, Russia to the east. Wilhelm still thinks he can handle everything. "We are stronger than everyone," he repeats. "But I've seen the maps. The Germans have 80 million people, the French 40, the Russians 130. The math is clear." Bismarck's complex system fell apart within 4 years. Instead of several small conflicts that he could resolve diplomatically, the risk of one great war was emerging. Bismarck left office, but he lived for another 8 years. He watched as the work of his life fell apart. He was said to have remarked, "20 years after my death, there will be war." He was only off by 6 years. In 1914, 24 years after his departure, a war broke out, a war that his system might have prevented. Next time, I'll tell you how colonial disputes began between the European powers and how the rivalry over Africa and Asia further divided Europe into hostile camps.